What's up, guys? I'm Shane, and welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons, episode 15. Good morning, Isabel. It is 6:40 a.m. on Friday, and Rodney has come to live on Blackrock. Yay. Oh, I kind of forgot I moved my house. Oh, this is a nice way to start the day. Okay, I'm seeing a problem here, but I can fix it real quick. Give me that mailbox. Mailbox on the outside. Nice big fish out front, but you know, there's no CJ today. That was yesterday. That is a big boy. I hope it's not a bass. It is a Dorado. Alright, well now that's one put away from when CJ shows up. And speaking of which, let us check our mail. I didn't do that yesterday, did I? Oh, I didn't talk. Okay, so I got my dream code. I did do that the other night. I forgot to do it last night, so I didn't get the money. Oh, Agnes sent me a present, and she's gone now. So I have to check my mail from the last few days. But there is my Dorado model. I mean, it's an accurate model. It's just small. All right, Agnes. Size close, so I couldn't pass him up. Okay, well, thank you, my best bud Shane. Aww. We'll favorite it. So I had some thoughts on what I want to do with the island. And I'm still not sure if I want to overhaul the terraforming, but I definitely want to overhaul the layout. And it comes down to basically one good reason. So we'll pop in and go talk to Rodney in a second. But, so obviously Rodney's house, now again, it's supposed to be structured mess. That's the theme of the house. And I do have to pick all this stuff up later because I want to just throw it down like old dirt. And then maybe I'll find some sort of like cool pathway to do up towards his house. Like I'll still have fun with it. But my realization was when you come to my island from the airport, like we're not going to a dream address, but you land on my island, you come here and you go to the right. And if you go up, you got this whole area. If you go over here, Hopkins is up early again today. He keeps throwing me off. These villagers are not obeying their sleep schedule. And there's Hopkins. He's adorable. He's got a little pet turtle. All right, cool. I don't mind him. Oh, hi, Maggie. More reactions. Have you given me one? Maggie, I was making a point. But anyway, so you come here. There's Hopkins. All right, cool. That makes sense. But if you come to my island and go left... Oh, look, there's a path. It leads down. What's here? Oh, trash. Oh, Rodney. Why am I going to have him be the first person you see on my island? So he needs to move. But the more I thought about it, everyone needs to move. Your interior is not even, like, cool? Like, nothing against this wallpaper, but just, like... I don't know, maybe it'll look better when it's furnished. Hi, Rodney. Yeah, I'm gonna talk to you every single day. Because that means I'll get your photo faster, which means I can laugh when you finally move out. Or he'll grow on me. Who knows? So I think looking at the grand scope of the island, like I've got this giant empty area again, that might be the playground. I feel like using the brick fence like this is sectioning it off too much. Because I think in my head when I was like going through what it would be, was this would be the park right here. Like it would share a fence with the brick. Kind of like how I'm doing over here where the park is right now. Once I adjust it, this will be sharing the fence with the entryway. And I don't like that. It's just like a series of grids and like cubicles. And I don't want that. I can do a park over here and have it fenced in. But I don't want it necessarily connected. Like I want like a walkway, like a path. I also still don't... I don't want to go for a city vibe. I've never liked cities. Like, I live in one. I would love nothing more than to just like live in a cottage in the woods. That's all I would want. Just something like that. As long as, like, Amazon will still deliver to me. Because I'm not all about that kind of life. I can't live off-grid. I would never survive. The other thing that I really want to do is, so where my house is right now, where we just moved it, top left corner. That's where I always put it. Constantly. I don't know how, but it always ends up there. Except for my very first island tour was in the top right, but it always ends up all the way back there. I don't know that I want it there. I don't know that I want it on the top level. I think, and even if I keep the yard layout the same way as it is, I would want my house somewhere down here, like against a cliffside like this. I think that's what I want. Why should I be all the way in the back of the island? Like, I should have a more prominent place. I don't have to be, you know, the entrance of it. So, I don't know. I'm kicking around ideas and thinking about the general layout. You know, this is, you're seeing into the mind of, like, the creative process and the hard part to put on camera and make entertaining. Now, this area, it's kind of in shambles. The more I look at it, the more I kind of hate how it's turning out. Like, everything about it. Not just the fact that Matilda just lost her whole thing, but, like, the fact that this is an improvement for Sheldon is not good. I'm not at all satisfied with Shari's house. Peanut's house is not at all developed. But, like, I hate this. Like, there's a lot on that whole left side of the island I like. I hate the entirety of this right portion. Because everything is long and narrow. But when I want to do an area, I want to be able to stand here and look at the whole thing. But if I stand here and look at Shari's house, what am I supposed to do? Do I move her back farther and just give her like an elongated yard and maybe knock it out a little bit more? But that, I hate that. And you got the cliffside here, and that's why it's giant and empty, is I don't know what to do with it. So I'm kicking around ideas. And I might not even have Rodney or Maggie be in front. Maggie is enjoying this bench. And as long as Maggie's happy, then I'm happy. You okay, Maggie? She doesn't know. What is in that popsicle? Okay, she's back. Alright, well, I've come to one absolute conclusion. This cliff has to go. Not the whole thing, but, like, it comes all the way down, basically, into, like, the first quadrant down here. It extends almost the entirety of the right side of the island. I don't need all this. Like, not as the way it's presented. So, what if I take this out to... I think this is fine. So, probably out to here. That's going to take a long time for me to tear down. And then structure them... I don't know if I want them... like, in a neighborhood. I kind of do. So I think what I want... and I might spend sort of the afternoon looking up stuff on Reddit, is I do want, like, a lot of bamboo. So maybe, like, a Japanese village-inspired type layout. Like, instead of cottagecore, let's go Japanese village. So what I'm thinking, and obviously doing these layouts is going to take a long time, if I turn this entire area into a neighborhood, I might just take out this whole river, honestly. I really like the natural formation. I think this is what I like about the island, is right here, the way this formed, the way that nook exists. Now, again, because I don't have permanent villagers, besides Maggie, so for now, Lopez can live here. Lopez basically gets kicked out the first time I see a camper, he's gone. Unless someone who I've already had before, and it's not worth the hassle of getting rid of Lopez. Or if he thought bubbles. I'm going to talk to him every day, because I'm just working on that Nook Miles achievement. But having a villager there is fine, because I can make a path. I'm just trying to do this without terraforming too much. I'm glad I didn't move Frank yet, because I don't know if that's where he's going to go. This might end up with every single villager living on the beach, temporarily, until I move them. And, like, lay out this properly. But if I do a little neighborhood here, maybe, again, not with every villager, but like 6 of them. You know, like, so Bonbon would be over here. Rodney, I think I would put Rodney up in the mountains somewhere for the way he is. Or just sort of, you know, he'd be off to the side, like over by himself. Because we don't want him necessarily around. I would have Frank be like, you know, the guy manning the lighthouse. I still kind of like that concept. But what if I had Rodney sort of being like the Grinch, living up in the mountain, surrounded by trash? No one wants to go talk to him. I think that would work. Thanks for the tango dress. So then I would tear this level down, like without the river. I would tear down a lot of it. Yeah, probably up to that point. Space everyone out a little bit more. I could do like a village center down here. All right, so then my entryway. Now do I want the terracotta flooring on here? I might do stone. What if I did... Oh, what if I switch it and I did stone and I did Zen fence? I don't have the Zen fence DIY yet. Let's go see if I have that. I do have that today. So, yep, I will take that. I've got plenty of iron. And now I'm at this weird point. So I've got 48,000 miles. And I'm probably not villager hunting for a while. And I'm going to start really racking up miles. I never really did villager hunts on my original island. That's how, when I started Blackrock, I managed to have like a stack of like 75, 80 tickets or something like that. Before I even came over, just with my unused miles. So I'll probably start building up an excess of miles. So if I occasionally need to, you know, use a ticket and hit some rocks and get some iron. Like if I got to do like 4 or 5 islands a week, if I really need the iron that badly, I can easily afford that. That's not a problem. So if I rip this up and do stone, I think this is a regular stone. I don't want to do arched. I actually really hate the arched stone. But if I did that here, tore it down, and it came back just a little bit, widened out a bit. And then over here, I would think of some sort of small area. I wouldn't put a house. It would come up, I think maybe over here. I don't want to call it a shopping district. That's not quite what it would be. I want to make... And this probably isn't actually the best spot. I don't know if I want to keep this flat. Like, this is, like, now I got to fill in the spaces. Because I know where my villagers are kind of going. Or would it just be easier if I turn this... You know what? I might be doing this difficultly just for the sake of being difficult. What if I just turn this into the neighborhood? It's already a big spacious area. I don't have to rip anything down. And on top of that, the houses, I can lay them out easily. Rodney's already here. Rodney would still move. He doesn't have to necessarily even be involved. Okay, this is a lot of me talking out this episode. I'm sorry. It'll make sense. I think I figured it out, though. I think that just unlocked it. So what I have in my head is like a small village area. I'm thinking of a Pokemon episode where it's just the 2 shops sort of right next to each other, but it's like a really like condensed area along a cliffside, which could go here. Like I can move Peanut, and I could put a shop there, and I would actually put them right next to each other. And I would do like some stalls out here, like pretend there were some street vendors. So I'm sure there's something on Reddit I can go to for inspiration. So that would go over here. And somewhere over here would be my hot spring area. I would also still like to do a shrine area, because I usually end up like shoehorning that in. Okay, I'm starting to get inspired. Like you're hearing in real time me getting inspired. And it'll be like a dirt path, and we'll lead right into the village. And we'll have... Actually, Bonbon might not have to move. Bonbon might be the only one staying now. So Bonbon there. And I could probably put someone right about here. So that could be 2. And it would make sense, because they're going to be right next to resident services. So then probably like 3. 4. 5. 6... But I don't think Maggie's going to be one of the 6. I have other plans for Maggie. Okay, Lopez and Bonbon got in a fight. So, yeah, I'll be delivery. That's cool. Well, I would think today's fine. It's 7:17 in the morning. Okay. So, Maggie's going to move. I could do something over here. So now Prof Oak is going to move. Oh, I got to find a new home for the museum. Okay. I might put the museum in the mountains. Where Frank is might be where Rodney goes. Frank I might put over in the back over there. And I still like the light guard watchman being over here. This could still be the campsite. And then my house would go right basically where the Nook shop is. Or that could be my hot springs, or there's all sorts of possibility. But I'm going to start from the front and work my way back. I'm going to clear out this area. It's probably going to be a jump to, like, the evening. Like, afternoon, evening, maybe even late at night. And we're going to reformat this whole part, or start the process of it. Because basically, after this is episode 15, after episode 16, that's when I leave for 10 days. So that'll just be me moving houses. I won't do too much hardcore decorating, but I will use those 10 days to get everything else laid out. But we're going to start that process today. We'll do more tomorrow, and we'll decorate what we can in the meantime. So, time jump. By the way, I remember the Pokemon episode I'm thinking of. It's episode 44, The Problem with Paris. I don't actually know if the shop looks like what I think it is in my head, but that's the episode I'm thinking of. Okay, now at least you know that. Next. Hey, guys! So it's way later at night. Like I said, we're actually into February 6th, so happy birthday to Mewtwo, and as you'll see in tomorrow's episode, happy birthday to Prof Oak. We have Celeste here, which is awesome. I haven't talked to her yet, because I'm going to go get Prof Oak, talk to her, because I'm pretty sure she's going to give me an astrological DIY. So I'd rather have Prof Oak get that, drop it for me, and then I get a new DIY. And then also, because I ran around for like an hour this morning, could not find my visitor, but I have Wisp too. But I have no other visitor. I don't have Flick. I don't have Gulliver or Gullivar. There's obviously no one in my plaza. Like, unless Flick is here and lost in the wilderness somewhere, and I can't, like, I've looked every square inch of this island. There's not a whole lot of nooks for him to get buried into. So I'm hoping when I reboot with Prof Oak, maybe someone will show up. At this point, even if it's just Gulliver, because there's no one on the beach. So just someone. Or maybe the game just knew that I was going to get 2 visitors tonight and canceled both of them out. So I haven't made much progress from what you can see. However, I think I finally have it. Now, I have been ripping what little hair I have left out, trying to plan out this island. I've changed my mind about 5 different times, thinking I was going to have to tear the whole thing down and go from there. Because I'm like, oh, I want a little village. I'm like, well, I want a village at the base of a mountain. It shouldn't be in front of a coast. Why is it going to be here? And then I thought about it some more, and I'm like, of course it'll be on the coast. Like, that's exactly where a village would be. Right by the entrance. Usually, you know, if you're thinking in the olden times, it'd be right on the beach, right by a pier. So instead it's going to be right by the airport. We're going to have the residential services there. The shops will be over on the other side. So like I said earlier. And I've been trying to lay it out. Now originally I was trying to give everyone as huge of a plot as Rodney has right here. He has an 8 by 12 plot. 8 tall, 12 across. So maybe it's a 12 by 8, not sure. And that wasn't really working. So I've reduced them because I look at what I did with Maggie. Now, hers is a little longer, but hers is 9 across. I think it goes more than 7 back, but that's fine. She'll have, you know, this would be a more oblong shape one. So a 7 by 9 seems to work. Which is sort of funny. So actually, Bonbon has to move. She can't stay. So it would go basically from here to this piece of fence in front of this square. That square, and then right here would be her property. Which isn't a bad size. And also because of where she is, she'll have some room over here on the coast. And I'll remember to actually do something with this rock for once. That'll be 3 here. Now, my goal is to get 6 people in here. So we could go 4, 5, like put them right next to each other. So maybe instead of having it a 7x9, it'd be 9x7. You know, I'd have it longer, kind of like how Maggie's is. So 4, 5, and then 1 right here for 6. That still gives me plenty of room for my entryway. So it's not as, like, claustrophobic feeling. Obviously, this has to get completely redone. There wouldn't be, you know, Hopkins wouldn't be here. And then from there, what I would have... And we'll use the villagers who we have now. So the 6 would be Sheldon, Hopkins, Bonbon, Matilda, Peanut, and Shari would all be in the village. Lopez actually would stay exactly where he is. I don't want to touch that. Rodney's going to go where Frank is, pretty much. And like I said, that'll be a dump. Frank will go over on this left top corner because I can put a lighthouse over there. I can mess around with Frank, but he'll be overseeing a lighthouse. And then Maggie is going to go somewhere on the right side, close to the shops. And I'm going to have her, sort of like what I've had in houses before where I have all my flowers there. So she's already going to have her big pastel garden, but then that'll be on one level, and it'll go up a level, and then she'll have all of the hybrid flowers, including I will still have a cloning area for now. Because I sort of got rid of that in later on. Like at the end of Blackrock, I don't have a hybrid area because I don't need to clone them anymore. But I still kind of like the look of it, even if I close it all off so no one can actually water anything and we can't get any more clones. And then my house remains to be seen. And the campsite, same thing. For now, my house can stay where it is. The campsite can stay where it is. And I have to shuffle everything else around. So the simplest way to do it, we need to get the tailors out. We need to get the museum out. The shop will move eventually. I'll have all that to play around with. I'm going to have some room. I still like the idea of putting... I think the hot springs is going to go where the shop is right now. I think that's a good spot. Or it'll go where the hybrid garden is. And then maybe my house goes where the shop is. And then what I'm going to have to do, I think, as I lay stuff out... And actually, I don't know why I didn't do it. I'm going to go talk to Wisp real quick. So I can start getting his pieces as we're moving around. But I've got to adjust the bridge. Oh, this is actually paying off. I came right over to what I was going to show you guys, and there's one piece already. Since I know I'm going to be out here. I already popped, like, I don't know, 8 balloons. I felt like I was getting one every, like, 5 minutes. So the bridge here, I think, can stay. I'm not sure. It might have to get torn down. We'll have to see how everything lays out. If it does, then I'll trade it off, and I'll... You know what? It's going to get torn down either way, and it's going to get replaced by a brown Zen bridge. That's going to go there. I am going to use the red Zen bridge. It'll go up at the top area somewhere. So I think what I need to do... I like Bonbon over by the beach. I think that's a good spot for her. But she might not be able to stay there. Because... Well, I can probably slide her back. It might look a little cramped, but once I put a house here... So... This would be the yard. It'd be a little cramped, but that her house isn't staying there. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a gap. And then 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's only 3. I still have to mess around with that. I have to slide this down a couple. I have to slide that down a couple, which is good. So maybe as I slide this down, Bonbon can move, and I don't have to move her twice. So Bonbon can actually stay there. I still kind of... God, it's so financially irresponsible, but I kind of like Shari up on the mountain still. Like trading off with Lopez. Because I like Shari having like the bamboo stuff, even though it's not really what her thing is. You know what? We're going to leave Lopez where he is. There's no reason to be stubborn about it. We're going to put Peanut here. So let me make sure I have these measurements out right. Because like I said, I was messing around with a lot of options. I might have to expand them to 10. I guess that wouldn't hurt too much. But just so she can have the fence on the outside. Because anyone with a fenced-in lot, not everyone will have a fence, but if they do... So the fence would basically be this brick right here. Her house is here. Then I got 1, 2, 3 for space, for a yard, and then that. So yeah, everyone's going to have to expand the 10. That's not that big a deal. We're going to put Bonbon over here. Because I can move Bonbon decorate her a little bit, because I really don't have any inspiration. And then tomorrow, they'll be cleared up. We'll have the spot here. And we can start working on the second spot. So actually, we can just move Bonbon back here. She can still stay by the beach. Nah, we'll move Bonbon over. Riveting. All right, let's go. I'm committed. We're gonna go move Bonbon. That's it. That's who's moving. Yep, let's shell out this 50 grand. I got plenty in the bank. I'll still be buying turnips while I'm on vacation. I need the money. I changed my mind. Bonbon's going here. Spending 50 grand to move her back like 6 squares. So now I need to decorate. Because I do want Bonbon. Since I literally just pulled this bed out from a balloon. Why does it do that? That's facing the wrong way. If I go with a coconut tree right here. That's a good enough spot. It's not going to interfere too much. Okay, I like that better. Did I drop all my cherries? I sure did. Crap. No one's going to know. Alright, so taking this. And that. I wish I had more of the rattan set. I think I got a couple pieces, but this is the only thing I got in white is the table. Also, I don't have the coconut juice DIY yet. So we'll make it work. So coconut tree here. Okay, I like that. I think that works. I don't know if there's one of these with white wood. If there is, maybe I'll try and get my hands on that. Now, as for Bonbon's fencing, let's see. You know what? I'm going to build her the iron and stone fence. I think that would be good. Okay, so here's a basic layout. Just get the fence around. I think this fence will start working once I start doing more with it. Now, what I want to do, and I'm limited on options, unfortunately, but I'm thinking Beachside Karaoke. Because I think because she was literally just singing like a couple minutes ago. So we're going to give her... Where is it? There we go. We got a microphone. And then... Okay, I guess a cute tea table for now. Can she? She can get back there. Okay, cool. So she can sing in front of the microphone. I like a sand path. I don't want to necessarily do her whole yard sand right now. But I'm thinking that I have... I don't know if that's the table I want to use. I might craft her something after. And then as far as flowers, I might just give her a couple lilies. And then we'll do like a, I think like just right here, just a simple, because I want it to be inside the yard. I don't want it to be outside. Because there will eventually be a connecting stone like path. We'll loop around. I'll go in front of the other house. And then I think what I figured out is down here, obviously won't be a house. But this one down here, so Bonbon is moving up, and I think here is going to be, I think this will be Hopkins. Because back here, I think for the longer properties, one of these two should be, blanking on his name now. Sheldon. Because I think the beach stuff, like the workout stuff, actually works better if I can have a longer space. Because it's taller equipment, so I can afford to have a long space with him. As long as I don't throw a rock climbing wall, I guess. So I'm thinking here, like, I would love to have hibiscus in this game. I know we can get the bushes. And maybe I'll do that. Maybe I should throw a bush. You know, once the house moves, it'll be bigger. Because she's accidentally got more space. So what if I did that? I don't like the one wide entrances again. I'd rather have this sort of be awkward looking than just do a one wide opening in the fence. All right. So wait, we're making progress. I'm thinking lilies. Luckily, I got plenty. Yellow. So that is hibiscus. Yeah. So I can't get that as a flower, but I can get it as a bush. So some yellow hibiscus. And you know what? Screw it. I got plenty of white lilies. Let's go with white and yellow, or white and pink with the yellow hibiscus. I like that. I hate finding these wisp pieces, especially when I miss with the net. That's only number 3. But at least I'm just doing it in the background. I have not looked for them whatsoever. Alright, there's plenty of white lilies in Maggie's house. That's right. Give me that. I swear there's another one floating around. Could just do white mums. Is that? I am hearing stars. Okay. Maggie, I'm just gonna... I need to borrow one of these. It's fine. You're not gonna be here very long anyways. So hibiscus. There we go. Some bushes right in the front. There. That's nice. Okay. I'm liking that. I need something here. I was tempted to put a coconut tree in her yard. I wanted to be able to actually get in front of this microphone. But I also want to take this tea table back and actually set it up over here. Can that? This can't go one far over. Where will this path go? She doesn't need a coconut tree. Alright, so I actually went seeking for piece number 5 because I found the 4th one. And that took forever. But we're going to go back to Wisp now, and hopefully he'll give me something cool that we can use for Bonbon's house. I doubt it. I'm not going to hold my breath. He's probably going to give us, like, some terrible clothing. Alright, Wisp, what are you going to give me? Yeah, clothing. Something new. Let me fill his catalog. Cute sneakers. I can make them work. Oh, also I got attacked by a scorpion, but I caught a great white, so... still net positive. Alright, so I had an extra bamboo stool, so I figure that works. You know, this whole island is going to be a lot of bamboo, so it'll always fit thematically. But now I'm going to watch this not work whatsoever. Because I can make the half step, but the characters never do. Like, I want her to actually interact with this. So I push that over. There we go. That opens it up more. Can I pull this back one still? Yep. There we go. That's what I want. I don't know if she does her nails, but she seems like the type who would. She is like an absolute diva. Alright. I have not found anything. I'll let inspiration strike me later for something to go right here. And again, she comes down here. It's not officially her house, but this is pretty much her house right here. And then Prof Oak, I got no idea what I'm doing. No idea. Also, I love that I found a lawnmower that's kind of a pastel color. So, Maggie's going to get an expanded house. My original vision, I'm going to try and go with the 2 benches. And then the wagon in the middle. I'm going to get over ambitious with her house because she deserves it. I guess these I can repurpose for someone else's house now. I mean, Matilda has no furniture whatsoever. And neither really does Shari. But, yeah, I wish there was something more behind it, but it's fine. It'll look better once, like, other stuff is out of the way. But it's late at night, and I believe this is a good place to wrap up the episode. Something is decorated. Bonbon's going to actually have a house. Finally. She's been here for so long, it was like the last one to get one. Tomorrow, we're going to decorate at least 2 properties. I'm going to go over more of what my layout is, because I think I have some ideas. And then, again, like I said, that'll be it for me for a couple weeks. You guys will get consistent updates. The date today is now, it's officially the 6th. You guys are seeing this on, like, you're like 10 days behind. So, you're not even going to see 2 weeks of me off. It's going to go right into it. So, it'll get caught up. But, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, please be sure to hit like down below. If you want to see more from me, be sure to subscribe. Hit that notification bell to get it delivered directly to your inbox every single time I upload. Any thoughts, suggestions, whatever you may have, leave all that down in the comment section below. Everything you leave down there, I will always respond to, unless you are the trolliest of trolls. Thank you guys for watching. I'm Shane. I'm out.